WEMF.
Stingray Body Art presents the Underbelly on WEMF Radio. Spo in your eardrums. Beanstalk right there. The collaborative that is Beanstalk. You just heard them. Their song Paul Schaefer featuring Keith Colbang.
Yeah.
You're Keith, right?
That's me, man. That is me.
Nice. That's a good name, Keith.
Yeah, you know
It's
what?
like guitar, but it's Keytar.
Now, you know what? That's one of those names. It's so sexy that even my mother, she'd be like, yo, if I wasn't your...
Yeah, that's some Donald Trump shit right there, man. I don't know if you want to...
I'm trying to get political. I'm trying to get political.
Dude, I have a hot mom. I don't know if she's hot anymore, but she was when I was growing up.
Now, you know what?
It's weird.
I'm like the wise guy out the crew. You know what I mean? I like to have fun. And I kind of push these guys to kind of like...
If you like to have fun, I don't know. These other dudes look like they also like to have fun.
No,
but if you like to have more fun, then I don't know. You might be too much for me.
Now, listen, I'm wild. I'm the wild one.
So, like, how wild? What are we talking?
I'm talking about surfboarding and on top of trucks, like Michael J. Fox.
That's just stupid.
Dude, I'm on
that's
that.
so, like, that's irresponsible.
You know what? Sometimes you got to live life.
I know, but, dude, like that, I won't even go skiing.
You know what? Sometimes, like, I understand, like, the concept of, like, going
Death.
skiing and getting hurt and stuff like that, but sometimes you can't avoid it, man.
Have you ever broken a bone?
I can't. You know what? I chopped my finger off.
Okay.
So
that's not where I thought that this was gonna go.
That's considered
which finger?
Matter of fact, it's this one right here. Like, if you look at it, it has like my daughter loves this. It doesn't bend, so my kinda.
That's really messed up.
Yeah, it is.
People love that shit on the internet, though.
But you know what? That's what life's about, man. It's about getting scars and making sure that they heal and making sure that you take care of your people. You know what I mean? It's all about.
I know, but
that,
you know that
man.
dude on The Walking Dead that has like a half burned off face? I don't want to live like that.
But you know what? Sometimes you got to be like,
willingly.
You know what? I'm sexy with a burnt face.
He is not bad looking with a burnt face. That is to be admitted. Beanstalk, the collective, the hip hop collective Beanstalk. So it's Keith. Let's go around just so people know, because it's you guys all do solo projects. What's your name?
Anvil the Butcher, aka Big Train Clemenza.
Anvil the Butcher?
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. I need a name like that. What about you? Internet right.
J Boogie Boss,
Ooh.
Right.
aka J Rose. I don't got no crazy exotic names, but you know.
You don't need to.
Nah, not really. I never really. Just been lay low all the time.
What about you, my friend?
My name is James. And I'm not in the group.
You're not in the group?
Thank you.
What does that mean?
He's not related.
As of today, I'm going solo. You can pick up my new project next week. It's Lonely at the Top. J Spriggs, DJ Spriggs. The D is silent. All right, it'll be available on iTunes, Amazon, and I had a couple of copies I gave to dude that was selling CDs by Simcoe's, but I haven't talked to him in a while, so I think he might have got picked up. But if you out there, I need that bread.
Shout out to Simcoe's.
Is this real? So do you guys, because you guys are laughing. I'm just trying to feel this out right now. I don't know if it's like awkward laughter, but did you just leave the group? Like, did they know that this was about to happen?
No, they didn't, but they know now. And
because like I mean, something happened. There was a moment, just to give the listeners, like, we started the interview. Jay Spriggs.
Yes, sir.
You walked out of the room.
Yeah.
Something happened out there.
Mm-hmm.
You came back in as Keith and I were talking about, like, him doing crazy shit with surfboards on trucks,
Mm-hmm.
and then your demeanor was like something happened here.
Yeah, I got that phone call, that call that we've all been waiting for. That basically told me it's time to, spread my wings. Beanstalk, though, I'll never forget, everything they did for me. from the ground up. This is like a groundbreak. I mean, Keith Cobain, I've known him since the dirt, you know what I'm saying? J Boogie Boss, he's the young gunner, you know what I'm saying? He's not gonna have any problems, especially with my departure from the group. It's gonna leave more space for him to expand and, spread his wings. And then Big Train over here, he just texted me that he was gonna see me in the parking lot, but we'll see where this is going.
Oh man.
All right, but you guys are all like Laugh House. What the hell? What is going on here? Just to dissect the situation, or should I just let it sit? We're all sitting here. I mean,
Honestly, we're just trying to figure this out right now. You know what I mean? We pulled up separately, so we don't know what's going on. His entity, how he's feeling, that's what he's feeling. He just let it out right now.
Yeah.
So you're kind of like the catalyst of.
Dude,
like,
this has happened before on the show.
You got a big scoop right now.
Yeah.
Like, this is hot right now.
Maybe it's the show. Maybe it's the atmosphere in here.
It could be the juju. I mean, it's not like all the time, but sometimes people are like on the road and shit has hit the fan. Shit hit the fan for me on the road last week or 2 weeks ago, and if I was in a band that I wasn't too proud of, I might break on a radio show.
Yeah, and that's way not what's going on here. Like, as far as being proud, like, there's nothing more that I love than being with Beanstalk, my brothers, you know what I'm saying? They show me everything.
Well, I didn't mean like musically proud. I just meant like, when you're in a project, you dedicate X amount of time to that project, and then, you're like, at some point, you're like, is this time worth it? And, there's no logical decision to that.
Right.
It's totally an emotional decision,
And
whether it's worth it or not.
I'm honest, like, you know what I'm saying? I was wrestling with it for a while. I didn't know where this was going, but once I saw, like, that deer head on the wall.
The deer head messed you up?
Something just, like, clicked in my head and was like, yo, you gotta, like, now's the time to spread your wings. You know what I'm saying?
But deers don't have wings. So we trying to figure this out.
That's why it was so ironic. You know what I'm saying? That's why it was so ironic.
Don't have wings.
I mean, for real.
Are you saying we should take the deer down?
No,
I like the deer.
I like the deer.
Never.
The deer reminds me of Get Out.
Yeah, it kind of gave me that the boost I needed to, do what I gotta do, take it to the next level. I would like to talk to them a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because I know it's a little shock. I don't know. Well,
yeah, you want to take a break, or do you?
To play another song?
Yeah, we could do that.
In the meantime, and then we'll like figure all this out.
Okay, that is sick.
Yeah.
This is the Underbelly. Crazy shit happening today. We got Beanstalk in. The members of Beanstalk, Jay Spriggs. I already forget you, but it was
J Boogie Boss.
Key
Young
Coco, right?
Bang.
And then the
Big
Anvil.
Big Train.
Yeah.
Big Train, Anvil, a.k.a. Prince Anvil the Butcher.
A.k.a.
so
the
many
King
names.
of Shevu.
Yeah,
There's so many
basically.
names. This is the Underbelly on WEMF Radio. We'll be right back.
WEMF Radio.
The Underbelly.
You don't give a folk.
WEMF.
Brandon shit.
Stingray Body Art presents the Underbelly, WEMF Radio. So Beanstalk is one less. That seems to be the case. We still got Keto, Anvil.
Yeah.
What was it
J
again?
Boogie Boss.
J Boogie Boss.
J Rose.
We just heard
him.
Trap Say A by J Boogie Boss. Before that, you heard Wet 'Em featuring Mr. Shush, another one of the guys I'm leaving behind. And to start it all off, we started off with Keith Cobain with Paul Schaefer.
Paul Schaefer.
This doesn't just happen in the rock game.
Hold up, man. Can we
Because-
talk about Paul Schaefer first?
What's up with Paul Schaefer?
That really means a lot to me. I'm sorry to cut you off.
What's that all about?
First of all, y'all don't understand how nice Dave's hair is. Like, his hair is awesome.
Who, Letterman?
No,
Oh, Dave Crespo.
Yeah.
What?
That was funny though, because like it made sense.
it did.
Definitely.
Paul Schaefer, the
but listen,
keyboardist of the Letterman late night show.
the thing about hip hop is it's important to me and my people, my family, we love hip hop, okay? And we respect it. So when we're out here and we're doing anything, it's not a game. We're for real. So I want you guys to honestly take heed to what we're doing, because I don't think that you understand how serious we are.
Now,
Paul
are you
Schaefer.
talking to the fans out there, the people that just click like and don't listen to
Well,
shit?
you know what I'm doing? I'm just talking out of my butt right now. But honestly, somebody's listening, and then they're going to be like, he's talking about me, and they're going to get mad, and that's what I want. I want you to get mad. I want you to be able to be like, you know what? I love to hate these guys, but I love them so much because their music is awesome. That's what I really
You're trying to communicate with people. You're trying to get people to feel something.
Communication
It's not
is
so
the key.
easy these days.
You know what? It actually is easier. It's easier now because we got people
Okay.
like you.
What do you mean by that? I'd like to be indulged.
Well, honestly, back when there was a time where you didn't have internet, or you had to go and meet people. Like you had to honestly
Which
get up out the
sucks.
bed and meet people.
Not so much fun.
Well,
It's
some
weird.
people they think that it sucks.
No,
But
it's just that, the practicality of meeting a person is totally weird without a phone.
well, you know what's funny? It's one of those things where, depending on how advanced your crew is or how advanced your team is, you have things to offset stuff like that. Say if you're meeting a pretty girl or something,
Yeah.
and you're not too sure if she's not of your liking. You can have them. This is back in the days. You'll have them meet me at such and such under the street pole, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And you'll be there 10 minutes early, just so
Yeah.
they'll be there. So you'll be
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
I'm not meeting this person because you're not. You know what I mean? Now it's more of a front, and people are up there and they're putting their pictures up there, and they're doing things from you don't even know when.
Did you hear about in the NBA? It's Tinder is making it easier for NBA players to hook up with women and not go out and be assholes.
Nah, you gotta tell me something.
Well,
Somebody tell
But
me.
they enjoy being
that?
assholes.
Yeah,
What are you talking about? What is it?
it's
Tinder is like a
it's
dating
real time
service.
consuming. I heard it saves 2 hours.
Yeah,
out
you know-
the night from
What Tinder does?
from how it used to be. Yeah,
Oh, to on the hookup?
yeah. 'Cause they don't,
Wait, did you say it saves 2 hours?
That's what I seen on Sports Center. I'm quoting Sports Center.
Oh,
It said
Some
2 hours.
NBA executives said it saved the average NBA players 2 hours out their night because they could just stay at the hotel rather than going to the club for 2 hours, having to find a girl and bring her back to the hotel. You're already at the hotel. You got Tinder.
You guys don't use Tinder at all?
Oh, so they swapped out
No.
Tinder for the wingman. Because you're
Yeah.
supposed to have a wing when you're in there. You're supposed to have
That's
a
true.
runner, someone who goes out and gets.
But
it for
you can't-
So now it's doing digital.
the
So you mean
wingman
the
costs
runner-
too much
the
money,
runner
dude.
lost his
yeah, the
job?
wingman is expensive. Look what
The
happened to
runner lost
MC
his
Hammer.
job? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
This is
We have to
bullshit.
cut out the wingman, dude. We can't buy this dude drinks all the time and not get us laid.
Yeah.
That happens.
That's
We all-
that's disrespectful because the budget doesn't call for
No.
you having negative.
Not in
Everything has to
America.
be positive. You can't have a negative effect. You out there and then you're spending money on this guy and he's like, you know what, guys, I fell for you. You're like, oh hell no. So Tinder might be the way to go if you're into that.
Beanstalk.
That's crazy. I thought. But if it's the NBA, shouldn't it be Soul Swipe?
No swipe.
Wouldn't you think it'd be a little bit more?
Is that a real thing? Did you just
I
make
mean,
that up?
First of all, did you just make up Tinder? Because I never heard of any of these things.
Nah, Tinder is real.
Tinder's
He
official.
probably got an account on Soul Swipe. That's why he know about
Oh
what's,
my God.
what's the other
I'm
one?
more of a,
Soul Swipe?
Plenty of shots.
I love when it's
Plenty of
meet,
fish.
meetblackpeople.com. Have you seen that? Do you use that?
We see that commercial.
I want to use that. I want to use that so bad. Soul Swipe is real?
That sounds.
funny when people say
Soul
they want
Swipe
to.
is official.
Meetblackpeople.com
Yeah.
sounds eerily like some
It's-
new wave slavery.
I thought that's
type.
like
I don't know.
Dave just tried to
that.
Dave just did Inception on me. He wants me to do it. Oh, you want to get on? Well, knowing he had an account for 6 years.
dude, if I want to meet black people, I can just go to a lead show down at the Middle East,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
But what you're saying is that people aren't doing that enough because it's too easy to not do that.
I'm not sure
Just
where
chill.
we even went with this thing. But all I know in my head, for some reason, I just thought of Gorilla Vanilla.
Gorilla Vanilla.
I don't know what that means, but
That could be your first solo song.
So if you guys are you guys gonna keep the front of Beanstalk going without Jay Spriggs?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. First of all, we got some people who ain't here with us. We got the song you just played, White 'em. That's Mr. Shush. He's a key part of the group too.
Yeah.
We got
Who else?
we got Big.
Who's gonna take my place?
Yeah.
Who's gonna take my place?
We got
Trish.
Trent down in Dallas, Texas. He
Bruno
couldn't be here
Trish.
Bruno
today.
Trish. Shout out to Bruno Trish.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir.
He got big shoes
Yeah,
to
yeah.
fill, but you know what I'm saying? He sounds good. We also got my man Dwayne Higgins Jr. You guys might be hearing about him soon because he doesn't do hip hop. He's more of
That's our crooner.
what do you call it?
Did you say crooner?
Crooner?
Yeah.
Old school.
That
That's
is
our
old
crooner.
school.
Yeah.
I heard or I wanted to hear Corona. I was like, did he say
Same thing.
Corona? I want a Corona right now. But then I was like, no.
Both of them sound
He
like
said
equally
crooner.
good, right? Yeah.
Crooner is a
Nice.
great
Yeah.
like adverb.
he-
or whatever.
He has awesome
my boy,
vocabulary.
my boy, rest in peace. He said that to me too, like 2 years ago. He said he was gonna come out with he was a singer, dope dude. Matter of fact, rest in peace, Carmichael City kid.
Yeah, you'll hear him with
I
us
know
too.
him, Malcolm Harris. He was like awesome dude, you know what I'm saying? But I remember he took me to the side last year and said he was about to come out with a whole series, right, about like singers, and he was gonna call it Crooners DVD. You know what I'm saying?
And then he died.
And yes, he did. He passed away
Passed away
recently.
on
Just
R.I.P. City Kid.
yeah.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
couple of months ago, he was a member of our group too. Big member. Was a big giant hit for us. You know what I'm saying?
Jay
I'm probably
Spriggs,
gonna-
for you to leave Beanstalk, does that mean you don't plan to, let's say in the next 2 years, work with these dudes on a track?
No, definitely. Because first of all, it's my family. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I can only go for so far. You know what I mean? And I'm just
Yeah, but
gonna take some time.
family and close friends are the ones that like screw you hardest.
Right.
When they're fake.
Right.
Nah, man,
Right.
it doesn't even. It's just that's
No,
just.
when you have
What you mean
something
fake?
when you have something where you put somebody in the position and like a legacy's involved. Like a lot of the time, people don't understand. Like kings and queens are born because of the way that you hold yourself and you put yourself in position. You don't just come out here and you don't just run stuff.
I don't know, man.
You have to listen.
I just can't agree with that with the current leader that we have. I don't believe that the people that
I'm
rise
coming-
to the top are because of their talents.
I'm coming from. No, I'm not talking about talent. I'm talking about really like being out in the world and putting stuff into the world. Like there's
But
doctors
even if, man-
and there's lawyers and there's people like that. But I'm talking about from our level. There's people that are like from the streets and they really like they did stuff for us and they kept us going so that we can breathe, so that we can do this. You know what I mean? It's like we're not going to jeopardize and we're not going to put ourselves in a position where people are going to be like, you know what, these dudes out here and they're like, nah, these dudes are serious and we've been out here. But like I said, we're just trying to broaden our horizon and we're trying to make sure that we get our justification and our dues because we're very talented. You know what I mean? We're not just getting out the bed doing this. Like we've been doing this way before, like, you know what I mean? Even before
since you guys been doing it so long, like how do you do this? How do you continue to do this, especially in Boston?
we want to make sure, and we always put forward our best foot when we're representing anything. Like, especially because, like I said, we're a family first. So we're out here, and I'm looking ashy, and Train's ashy, and like then we're the ashy family, right? It's like, no, we're not the ashy family. We're the serious family, and we love to do music. But
What does that mean? Is that I think I missed that.
ashy. That's like ashy's like if you're not like the type of person like to keep yourself up. If you want to be a bum, you know what I
Okay,
mean?
all right, yeah.
Like if you're gonna be a bum,
I do. A lot of people think I'm
honestly,
homeless.
no. I'm trust me. I ask these guys. I'll go without shaving for months, but I can do that because I don't grow anything. But at the same time, it'll be like they'll be looking at me like, yo, Keith, yo, what's going on? I'm like, nah, I'm just in my zone.
Grind.
I'm in my zone.
Yeah.
I'm in my zone. And then when people be like, yo, Keith, you look good. I'm like, I already know that.
All right, let's get to like the heart of this matter.
Hold on. Not only that, the city know. Like we put the city on our back. They know, and with the city behind us, it don't matter. Like we're gonna keep going because they push us. You know what I mean? Like we always make sure that the city come first. We put Boston on the map. You know what I mean? Till Boston is household. Like every other city that's doing it. That's where we at. We at the forefront. You know what I mean? We always put the city first.
Anvil, right? Anvil.
Yeah, Anvil, Abaddon,
The train, right?
Big Train.
Big train. All right. You're wearing green. You're representing the Celtics a little bit.
Word up.
But really, I think we're all super high right now. I feel like that's
That's a regular though.
that's
We stay
You know what I
high.
mean?
Yeah.
We stay high.
So what are you guys? What's your preferred
I'm
way
not high,
of
I'm
smoking
sleep.
weed?
Frontos, backwoods, no papers, no bongs.
I just feel like backwoods doesn't consolidate the weed enough. I was
Well,
You
smoking
know
so?
what it is? Backwards is like basically it's paying homage. When you smoke a backwood, anybody who smokes a backwood, you're gonna understand this. It's gonna be a little nasty. It's gonna scrape your throat a little bit. It's gonna fight all the way down to your lungs, right? But it's like a reminder of where you come from.
It's the struggle.
Preach.
Dude,
It's
that
a
is.
struggle.
And seriously, you think about that when you're smoking a backwoods?
Listen, I could get some weed. I could get some weed, right? Marijuana is marijuana, and I smoke marijuana in anywhere, United States, right? And you can come to me. You can pack a bowl. You know what I'm saying? I've packed a bowl with the best of them.
Right.
I've smoked a bong with the best of them. I've rolled up papers, and I've done all of that. But there's certain things that, like right now, you've probably heard of backwoods, and I don't know if you heard it from the outside in, but I'm just gonna go on the record and say we invented backwoods.
When you say we,
Boston,
okay.
one of the first places to ever put backwoods into like a cipher as far as smoking. Wow. So it's part of I keep it going.
It's our
'cause it's part of our
heritage.
heritage and identity. New York, they were smoking Dutch Masters. They were smoking White Owls.
Okay.
New Jersey,
I didn't
they're
know
doing
backwoods
Phillies,
until
they're doing
my
Phillies.
wife, she had a roommate, and she was from
Is she black?
Roxbury. Black girl from Roxbury.
Roxbury.
And,
Yeah.
Sister.
The berry.
Hermana.
Shout
How
out to
about that?
Hermana.
I remember smoking these
Hey.
things and just being
Shout
like,
out to Dave
I mean-
for having him a Roxbury fish. That's what's up.
I could tell by his hair. Go ahead.
yeah, I mean, my grandmother is from Dorchester. So I kind of, but I'm a
Okay.
North Shore guy.
Okay.
Not gonna
There you
like
go.
act
There
like.
you go.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
dude,
see you.
backwoods, like, I love smoking blunts. Don't get me wrong,
Mm-hmm.
blunts are great. It's just like I feel like they're kind of dangly, and there's no way to kind of put it together.
So what's your preferred?
I
method?
like raw rolling papers.
Oh, those raw. I mean, I heard about it. You know what? I haven't touched them, so you could be honest on it.
As far as papers go, raw is probably
Yeah, I
the
heard
best
about
way
that.
to go.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard that's right.
As far as papers, I'm not a fan of papers though.
I do like to burn shit. I liked where you were going as far as feeling it.
Yeah, see, this
I
is
don't
the
know about the
thing.
paying homage
a
thing.
bowl is not gonna do it to me, man. I need to like peel the backwood,
Yeah.
taste like the grimy
the griminess,
of it,
the
gag.
you gotta
gag a couple
feel.
of times.
You gotta
The
feel
Fontos too, though. The Fontos too.
Yeah, but you know
All
what?
the heads
let's
that
talk
been
about this
fucking
while
with
I'm
the
here.
Fontos
While I'm
since-
here, I just want to
since,
say something.
Since
Those
they was coming in
Fontos,
the
right?
in the
I'm all about Frontos, and I'm just talking to my brothers and sisters and within earshot. Frontos, if you're not getting them from the Jamaican spot, who the hell's Frontos are you buying?
Wait, what is Frontos?
Fronto is a leaf, right?
Uh-huh.
That was like, it's supposed to be from the
Essentially,
earth,
it's-
right?
essentially, it's a-
and I first got put onto it by
Cleaner
Jeff
version of
from
the
Corona.
backwood.
Jeff from Corona.
Jeff from Corona used to have like Frontos. and
Shout out
he'd
to
Wait,
roll
Corona
out-
the beer?
Corona the beer, yes, is the name.
So he worked for
But
Corona.
Corona the
Street.
Corona
street.
in Bolden.
Yeah,
Corona the
right,
street.
in Bolden.
Dorchester.
Yeah, well,
What up, Black?
Because I'm still back at the crooner comment. Crooner
Yeah.
Corona. Now there's Corona Street in,
Right.
in Roxbury.
in Dorchester.
In
Dorchester. And
Yeah,
the
it's like
dot.
Bolden. And there was a guy named Jeff Corona, and he had backwoods.
That's the best name.
Frontos.
Real shit.
And he'd have it, and he'd like roll it out on the whole bed, and I was like, oh, I got it, because it was like, it felt like it was from the earth, and it was like real, like whatever. But then when I saw the new packages, and it's like by Fronto King, and then I look on it, it's like made in Mexico. I'm like, yo, like who are we giving our money to? You know what I'm saying? So we gotta watch that. We gotta keep these dollars circulating.
Are you
know what I'm
saying
saying?
don't buy the Frontos shit because
Not-
we're
not
giving money
unless
to
we find
Mexico?
out it's coming from somebody who cares about our culture.
Where backwoods come from?
Yeah,
Backwoods
that's the
have
question.
always they're cigar makers, and they didn't have no beef in this. Only thing I can say with them is why you cut the pack down to 5 and then try to sell me the whole thing for 5.
It went from
It's
8 to
stupid.
5?
Yeah, all of that.
How you
But
gonna
you
go
know
from
what?
8
That's
to 5?
capitalism.
You don't
And
care
with
about the
that, because they didn't
fiberglass,
ask-
nigga?
They didn't ask me to come, use them woods. You know what I'm saying? We just used them. Them Frontos, they're asking for us to use those, yo. And I'm not with that, yo.
That's
So
what's
anybody
up,
out
man.
here, if y'all want to holler at me, Fronto King, holler at your boy, man. I need to figure out what's going on.
I think it's made in Florida.
Is it in Florida?
Yeah.
So
But it's a French and Spanish based company.
Fronto?
Yeah. Oh, no, Backwoods.
Backwoods.
I'm talking about Backwoods.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to take your word for it
Yeah,
about
yeah,
the Fronto stuff.
So I didn't mean to get all serious right there, man, but
I mean, there's been plenty of
there's only a few
seriousness
things that
within
bother me.
this.
There's only a few things that bother me, you know what I'm saying? Fronto Kings and
and you can't skate backwards.
I knew I would strike a chord when we're talking about weed.
you sure did.
Beanstalk and then Jay Spriggs, not part of Beanstalk anymore,
Nah.
but that just happened, and that's
Yeah, no.
been kind of the
thing,
pool that we've been like sitting in
Jay
this
Spriggs'
conversation.
first solo album is gonna be called Huey Newton, and
Okay,
his first single's Gorilla Vanilla.
as of this interview, of course, we're gonna get into Load It Up.
Hold on,
Big Train.
Hold on.
That sounds like a good
First of
idea.
all right, when you guys listen to Load It Up, I had nothing to do with it.
And
What do you?
It was
Can you
all his
say that one
idea.
more
Don't let
time,
him
when you do listen and load it up, regardless to how it sounds,
love it.
we did have females in the studio at the time. Thank you.
What is it? Okay,
Love it.
All right, I think I know what you mean. John McLean is going to be in on the next block. Before we do that, though, let's go around. Where do people find you guys on the internet? Because you're independent rappers, independent of Beanstalk.
I'll take this from here. Beanstalk, this is my last thing to do for you guys.
Yeah, I'm like, you're not even in the group. What do you mean you'll take
know,
this?
bro, I'ma
What are
set
you
it up.
talking about?
Just
You
let
can
him.
find them on Facebook at Grit Hop 3, Grit Hop, like hip hop, but Grit, GRIT, HOP 3. That's Facebook. You can find them on Twitter at Beanstalk, BEANSTOCK 3. Beanstalk 3 on Twitter. Also, Keith Cobain has a page on Twitter. Keith Cobain, KOLBANG 3 at Twitter.
I can't believe you know all these. It's
I mean,
impressive.
this is what I used to have to know. Big Train, he's on Twitter, at Big Train, right?
Yes, sir.
Boogie Boss, he's not on Twitter.
I'm not on Twitter, but I'm gonna tell you like this: I got a couple things coming out. Got a new project coming out. So you ain't gotta look for me. I'm gonna come find you. That's just gonna be.
That's
hot.
ridiculous.
Yeah, that's just
No
gonna
way.
be crazy.
If that's
Yeah.
creepy.
Yeah, I'm gonna come find you.
I don't want.
You gonna
my
see
listeners
me.
are now scared. They're like this dude with the Team Squad shirt, Toon Squad, but it's Trap Squad.
Trap
I know,
Squad,
I know,
Trap
I
Squad.
know, but like Space Jam. we know. No, really though. Where do people find you though?
I'm not really too big into social media, so everything that I do is probably gonna be through the Beanstalk page.
Yeah, so you can reach out to him. We'll get him a thing. And
What about you, Jay Spriggs? When does this record drop? Or have you even started it? Is this just like a revelation?
Right now I'm trying to wait to see see what's good with the residuals from this last project that we dropped, live from District 3. Beanstalk live from District 3. You can find that. It's on Amazon Music, Google Play, iTunes, Spotify, all those places. And I'm gonna check the account balance to see, like, you know, if we were getting any sales or whatever. And from there, I'm gonna probably use that, use any of that money to probably fund my next project going forward. Since I started the group and I, you know, got all this going, I don't think they'll have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying?
Will you guys have a problem with that?
Honestly,
Most definitely.
honestly, I think that he should do that way. You know, he can have his life. Let him live his life. He can go and buy all the thongs he wants.
I mean, you could be arguing over like $30.
That's a lot, $30.
I mean,
Especially in the Trump era. Don't listen. $30 is a lot.
I know, but I always hate arguing over like ridiculous amounts of money.
Once you start breaking $30 down, it's kind of like, you know what?
Sometimes it's not the money.
Let's just go
it's-
get some
it's
pizza and some beer.
principalities.
Wow, you guys are crazy. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
We just gotta see if Spriggs get more than 50 views on his first record on SoundCloud, and then
Gorilla Vanilla.
You're gonna have to, yeah, you're gonna have to dig me up, because I'm gonna be La Costa Nostra.
I would take the over on that.
Ooh,
I would
okay.
take the over 50. Yeah.
Okay.
I just feel like 50. I mean, you can get more than 50. Come on, you really think he's not gonna get 50? That's kind of.
Gorilla Vanilla, Gorilla Vanilla, Gorilla Vanilla.
Me, man. Cartier, my man Cartier. Who I said, Dwayne Hagens. Who else is out there? I believe May, my man May.
What up,
he
Max?
got a murderous killer coming through. My young boy Michael Christmas out there putting in work for Boston. You know what I'm saying? All the people out
Shout
here.
out to Mickey Christmas.
Cousin Stiz, Stizzy Left Lane, Cheese Bankroll, like anybody who I seen, all the girls, Dutch Rebel, Bay Holla, you know what I mean? Anybody
Word up.
putting in that work out here, you know what I'm saying? I see y'all moving, you know what I'm saying? I don't sweat it if y'all act like y'all don't know me or whatever, because you're not supposed to really like that, even though y'all do. But we gonna get it all popping. We're gonna all get it together real soon. You know what I'm saying?
Dave, I want to ask you a question.
Sure.
When we were on the topic, what's your favorite strain of weed?
I mean, I like indicas. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, was that the question?
No, that's just like a general. I can't give you just. There's this thing
As
called
opposed to
Fruity
sativa.
Pebbles. Have you
As
ever had
opposed to
Fruity
sativa.
Pebbles?
Yeah, I did.
The original
did.
Purple Haze, man. The original
Yeah,
Purple
but
Haze.
that's like liking old film noir movies. You know, it's just like outdated. It used to be. It
used to
used to be
watch
the
the
best.
movies.
You could. I know, but it's just not the same,
Can't
man.
find the Purple
That's
Haze.
like that's like watching porn with no point of view angle. You know?
It don't matter. You can still jerk off to
POV.
it.
You can, but I'm just saying the quality.
I can
like
jerk off to
production.
still pages.
Oh, you
so.
like the production of the quality?
Yeah, just, no, I want to
know
feel
exactly
like
what
I'm
it
there,
is.
man.
I
You
want
know?
to feel like you're there.
I mean, it's
You
like,
wanna
do
be
you
in
want to
the
watch
moment.
the play from the last row or the first row?
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like
we
that's-
got new weed.
All right.
So no Gorilla Glue for you, Dave?
No, I don't think so. I
No.
don't think so.
No sour diesel.
I don't know. I honestly like Girl Scout cookies.
That's
You
that's
like
know?
that one?
Yeah.
you know, I ain't never had
Girl
Girl
Scout
Scout
cookies
cookies.
is-
I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
it funky with y'all.
It's straight.
We gotta hit it though,
the other
guys.
day, I smoked some Moon Rocks, and I didn't really like it that much.
Yeah.
It didn't
See,
get
I don't
me
really
high.
get into like that. People aren't really selling me the strands anymore. I used to, but they would be fake back then.
Yeah.
People would be like,
That's
"This
the
is
problem.
Frankenstein's
That's why
eyebrow."
I don't. Yeah.
Go home. And
Yeah.
Dude, I'm glad that you said that, because a lot of people out here, they be labeling stuff just so they can, you know
Sell
what I
it.
mean, just to have something to say.
Yeah.
But honestly, like, they don't have to do that. People just trying to get high. You know what I mean? If
That's
you-
why I don't hear about it anymore.
If your weed is trash, like, we'll definitely let you know.
All right, Beanstalk, we're gonna hit Load It Up right now. Big train on this. Keith Colbang, my man, Jay Boogie.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Boogie
Jay
Boss, Jay
Spriggs.
Rose.
Yep. Big train.
Here it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
John McLean coming in next.
Shush,
If your weed's weak, switch to
Trish.
heroin.
Trey.
This is the
Kanye,
Underbelly
Pretty
on
Bang, BA Bike,
WEMF
Bruno.
Radio.
Shush.